how to understand what a liquidation is in the context of an insolvent company. Now, liquidation is a mechanism to deal with an insolvent company that has to effectively cease trading. Just to be absolutely clear, it is not a debt dropping exercise, it is not a debt writing off exercise, and it is certainly not an asset writing off exercise either. Job of the liquidator is to identify, discover, recover the assets of the company. So, if you've got an asset like an overdrawn director's loan account, for example, only, that asset needs to be dealt with. Whether it gets paid or not is a separate issue. The matter of creditors is at the heart of the matter, because if there were no creditors, you wouldn't have an insolvent company and you wouldn't need to wind it up because of the existence of creditors. But those creditors and the fact that there are insufficient assets and the trading viability of a company in many instances is inadequate to service those creditors means that you have to have a liquidation procedure, and that's exactly what the Insolvency Act 1986 provides for. It provides for a mechanism whereby people can deal with insolvent companies that owe more to creditors than they can actually service or repay because of the level of assets. That's what it's there for. It's a structure, and it is a structure that provides for what is known as an orderly winding up of the company. Now, because creditors are losing out, there has to be a mechanism whereby misconduct, negligence, etc. is reviewed and dealt with if it falls below an unacceptable standard. If the directors have complied with their directors' duties, then they shouldn't really have anything really to be too concerned about, because ultimately the company is a separate legal person. But liquidation provides the framework for the winding up and closure of a company. That's what it's there for. It is not debt dropping, debt write-offs mechanism, and it is certainly not asset write-off mechanism when there's an overdrawn director's loan account. Question, quiz, concern, give us a shout. We know insolvency inside out.